If you've done any research into toothbrushes, you may know the amount of choices out there these days are incredible. Toothbrush review requests are still the top ask I get as a tech blogger. Now, previously I reviewed a brush called Blizzident, and let me tell you, it was the most unusual brush I've ever tried. They've just recreated it, and I've had a chance to try it again. Now, heads up, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button and hit me up with a sub, and as soon as that's done, we will move on. I'm going to start by recapping what Blizzident is. It's not a connected toothbrush. It doesn't vibrate or send you data, but it is one of the more high-tech toothbrushes I've seen in a long time, and here's why.
The Blizzident toothbrush is a mouthguard-shaped big mono brush, but unlike a lot of this style of U-shaped brushes, this one is custom made to fit your mouth and all your teeth individually, and as a result you can brush your whole mouth in 6 seconds. It uses a 3D scan of your mouth to place the bristles precisely so it can clean each tooth fully and perfectly. Blizzident has re-engineered their brush since my earlier review, and the original version is on the left. Now, the brush is smaller than the original, and it's got more bristles and better bristle placement. I had a chance to try it out for a few weeks, and I definitely found it easier to manage than the prior version.
The original version of Blizzident was so big, it was actually quite painful to use. It was really hard to fit it in your mouth, and those with a sensitive gag reflex would have found it unbearable because it really takes up a lot of space inside your mouth.
Before we get on to how the new version works, here's what you need to know about how to use Blizzident. You don't put toothpaste on the brush with Blizzident. First, rub a bit of toothpaste on your teeth with your finger, then follow the instructions to slip the device into your mouth, getting one side in and then the other. Line it up with your teeth and then bite down, grinding your jaw back and forth and around for about 6 seconds. I also found it helpful to move the handle around to give everything a decent scrub.
Blizzident says that using this brush means, quote, bristle pressure is always optimum, meaning the optimum plaque removal and optimum protection for your tooth and gum surfaces. Now, I can definitely see that because it's really difficult to brush too hard with this one as you can with a traditional toothbrush, and that's because the pressure and the bristles are distributed evenly across all your teeth. Plus, as Blizzident points out with this brush, only the tooth surfaces are cleaned, not the gums, protecting your gums from friction. And as someone who's dealt with gum recession from aggressive brushing, I definitely noticed less pressure. Dentists recommend you brush your teeth for about 2 to 3 minutes with a regular manual brush and about 2 minutes with something like an electric. Blizzident says, though, that brushing with its device takes just 6 seconds, and that's good enough to give you a deep clean because unlike that traditional brush head where you need to physically move it from tooth to tooth, 1 or 2 at a time, Blizzident cleans all your teeth all at once. I did like this brush better than the previous Blizzident version. It's easier to fit and it doesn't make you feel quite as much like you want to gag. Now, with that said, it is a mighty mouthful and it's not going to be for everyone. Plus, I think it would still set off people with a sensitive gag reflex. So the big question is, how well does it clean? And I would say really well. I felt like it was definitely getting all my teeth, even the ones right in the back. And there were some cases during my testing where I felt like I didn't get a really good clean with my regular brush. So I went in with the Blizzident and felt that that did a better job. It's fast, though I personally like to use it for about 10 seconds just to get a really good clean. The making of a Blizzident brush is where all the technology comes in. Now, in order to get your custom-made brush, you'll need a model of your teeth, and there are 2 ways you can do this. The first is by getting an old-fashioned rubber bite mold made of your mouth, and then having a digital 3D model scan made from that. You'll send the digital file off to Blizzident, and they'll create your brush. The other way you can do it is to find a dentist or an orthodontist who can do a 3D scan of your mouth. Now, that basically involves using a wand to just scan around your mouth and individually all of your teeth. It recreates your mouth in 3D, then you'll get the file. You can send that off to Blizzident. I definitely found that that was the easiest option. In Calgary, Canada, I had the scan done at an orthotics clinic in the city called Family Braces. It was quick and absolutely painless, and it only took about 10 minutes. Once the file was sent off to Blizzident, it takes a couple of weeks to make and ship the custom brush. There's a big update here to cost. The previous Blizzident cost a whopping $339 or $450 Canadian, with replacement brushes coming in at about $220 Canadian. Right now, Blizzident's price has dropped to a surprising $199 or $265 Canadian. Of course, you'll also have the cost of the 3D scans, which varies from about $75 to $150. Overall, I think it's worth taking a serious second look at Blizzident now. Thanks to that major price drop and the smaller size, it's definitely more consumer friendly, though I think it is a specialty item that won't be for everyone. I do feel like it does a better job on cleaning my teeth both than my regular brush and than the previous version, and it definitely can reach some areas that my old brush, my regular brush, never gets into, and it's obviously fast. So will I keep using this brush after my review period is over? I will have to provide you with an update in a couple of months and let you know. If you want to read more about the Blizzident, head to the blog at techgadgetscanada.com. I've got more details there, and you can post any questions you have either there or, of course, here on the YouTube channel. If you liked this video and found it helpful, please hit that like button and consider subscribing, since it does help me keep making more videos that I hope everyone out there can watch, enjoy, and learn from. I'm Erin. You can find me on Twitter or Instagram. Until the next time, I'm at ErinLYYC. You can also hit me up on Facebook at facebook.com/techgadgetscanada.